Well, PG&E is once again asking for a rate increase, this time so shareholders can profit more. Customers could possibly see an increase in their utility bills if approved by the California Public Utilities Commission. Well, ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen joins us in studio to explain by how much your bills could go up and how lawmakers are hoping to help.
Becca, PG&E says this is something they have to do every 3 years, but if it is approved, it could cost customers an extra $5.50 a month. Both Democratic and Republican lawmakers tell me enough is enough as they've introduced bills to target the utility companies' pockets.
Incredibly appalling.
I think it's outrageous.
On Thursday, PG&E submitted its costs of capital application to the California Public Utilities Commission, something they are required to do every 3 years. PG&E says investors expect to be compensated for taking on the risk despite extreme weather events, inflation, and recent federal government decisions. But it would come at the cost of an extra $5.50 on people's monthly utility bills. Ratepayer advocates say this request is putting more strain on customers.
Good that PG&E is investing in safety. Nobody has an issue with that. The issue is making the ratepayers, making the customers' bills go sky high. In the past 5 years, PG&E customer bills have doubled.
PG&E tells ABC 10 in the past year there have been 5 electric rate increases as well as 2 rate decreases offsetting the increases. Adding people are paying less this year as they were during the start of 2024. But Democratic Senator Aisha Wahab is hoping SB 332, the Investor-Owned Utility Accountability Act, can put a cap on how often utility companies can demand an increase.
They are only allowed to ask for 1 rate increase per year. First and foremost. And that rate increase is to be kept by the Consumer Price Index, which is basically inflation for all of us.
Additionally, Republican Assemblymember Bill Asaley hopes AB 884 can prevent utility companies from contributing to political campaigns.
They're spending millions of dollars, which could be going to improving the infrastructure or reducing rates. They're diverting hundreds of millions of dollars to political contributions.
PG&E says it reinvests 97% of what it earns back into programs, making the system safer for customers. But many find that hard to believe.
I think PG&E is a victim of bad math.
Bad math. Wow, strong words from Mr. Joni there with Turn. Now, Jeannie, the CPUC still has to weigh in on this decision. If they approve PG&E's request, though, how soon could customers see this in their bills?
Becca, if PG&E says this is approved, customers can see it reflected in their bills by January 1st, 2026 at the earliest. PG&E also said that if this happens, it will be offset by changes from general rate cases with charges that would be coming off from their bill.
Okay, so PG&E says customers might not actually see a change because of some differences in the bills. Okay, well, we'll keep following this, Jeannie. Thank you so much.
Of course.
And next month, millions of Californians will actually get a credit on their gas and electric bills. The credits range from $35 back to you to $259 for electricity bills and $54 to $87 on natural gas bills. Now, these credits are thanks to the state's cap and trade program that requires polluters to pay for climate change. Now, or climate change action, and you don't need to do anything to claim it. You'll just automatically see this applied to your April bill.